Hey guys, Eugene here. Welcome back. Gonna do another Perfume Unplugged. This time we're gonna talk about Guerlain, of course, my favorite brand. Even though I haven't really spoke much about them this year, and there's a reason for that. We're gonna get to it. I'm gonna give you my scent of the day. Really crappy weather here in Toronto. Still, dark and gray, really cloudy. We're getting these really weird clouds. The sky is white. It's cold, kind of bitter, but I decided to go with something a little bit earthy in Guerlain Vetiver, and I can't say that I love this, but I do respect the hell out of it and what it does. But I'd much prefer to smell this on someone else rather than myself. I can't really say why. I don't even know, but I think it's just a little bit too dry for my liking, even though I do like dry fragrances, but this is dry to the core. And dryness coming from several places. It's got a really dry, smoky tobacco that kind of gives it an old-fashioned vibe, and it's just kind of that dry, rooty green vetiver. So, I mean, there are parts of this that I really enjoy, but there's just, that odd moment where it makes my stomach turn, and I can't quite grasp what it is. But saying that, I appreciate this and I respect the hell out of it. It does smell amazing. It's one of the best vetivers that I have tried. This is the old style, the ribbed smoky glass bottle back from the 2000 era. So it's changed twice since then. It's now kind of in this is the Habit Rouge dress code. It's in this style bottle, but I think even the current formula, what they have out there is beautiful nonetheless. I do have a bottle of that as well, just not right here. Anyway, I kind of wanted to discuss just kind of what's been going on at Guerlain. I haven't really spoke about them, done any reviews, and it's just kind of more out of lost inspiration and what they've been releasing this year. It hasn't really motivated me, and just to go out and pick stuff up. There was a time where I get a message from the boutique. Let me just interrupt for a second. If you guys know Charlotte from the boutique, she is no longer with the brand. She's moved on. A great rep, great sales assistant. She's now at Chanel at Holt Renfrew, just down the street. So if you're looking for Chanel and you're looking for a connection, give Charlotte a call. She's great, very professional. So what I liked about her is every time she had this way of kind of getting me to come into the boutique. She'd send me a text and the picture of something, if something new was released, and she's like, "Hey Eugene, look what we got," and I'd be like, "Oh man." So I'd quickly make my way down there, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, I kind of lost motivation. Usually she would send me a text and say, "Hey, we got this and this," and this year it's just kind of like what I'm seeing being released doesn't really inspire me a whole lot. It's like, flankers and reissues of certain things that haven't succeeded before, so now they're just kind of like repackaging things in different bottles and releasing them at a higher price point. And I'm kind of talking about Baiser de Russie, which was released God, I don't know how many years ago, but it was in the city exclusive, so it was known as Paris Moscow. And I think the price point, I remember one of the sales reps saying they were going for about 150 Canadian at the time. I don't know if it was 75 ml or 100 ml bottles, but the whole collection kind of got discontinued. It wasn't very successful, and they only really discontinue stuff if they're not selling. So, and there's a reason for that. So they discontinued the whole line, and now they kind of released this Baiser de Russie in the Les Parisiens collection. It's in the B bottle with the dabber stop, and they are now priced at about $340. So, if you think about it, it didn't work at $150, and now it's come out at double double the price, you know. The price on the Parisians went up recently, you know, a whole $50, which is quite a bit for a bottle of perfume, just for a change in packaging, really. Now, all you really get is the leather coffer, the box, which is quite nice, but, you know, not really for $50. So, yeah, they re-released this. It's a reissued Paris Moscow, and I did get to smell it. And the first thing it kind of reminded me of was Mon Guerlain, even though, you know, the notes are totally different. It listed pine and resins, and I can't even remember. And I can say it was quite nice, and it was blended, and, you know, the craftsmanship it's there. The Guerlain craftsmanship is there, but, you know, at $340, I just wasn't inspired to pick this up. Not only was it Baiser de Russie, but they released a flanker to Le Petite Robe Noire. Damn, I can't even remember what the name of it was, but I imagine it was well over 100 Canadian dollars. So there's that one. There is a flanker to Mon Guerlain Florale, which probably another $150 Canadian. So you kind of add those up, and you got, you know, $340 and $150, and let's say another $100 just to round out $340, $440, $490, let's say $600 plus taxes in Canada, $700 for reissued perfumes or flankers of stuff. And I've smelt the Mon Guerlain Florale, and, you know, I thought it was 80% similar to the original Mon Guerlain, and, you know, the sales assistants are saying, oh, you know, we thought it was 90%, so, you know, even worse. So why would somebody want to spend, you know, $100, $150 on a perfume that's already been released, or if you own something like that? And the same as Le Petite Robe Noire. You know, I like both of these. I like them a lot. Probably more than I should, especially considering they're, you know, they are girly perfumes, and I do wear girly perfumes all the time, and I'm not bothered by it whatsoever. You know, Mon Guerlain, I love it. It takes a lot of flack online, but I think it's, you know, really well crafted. It's not the most inspiring thing by any means. I can't say it's amazing or you know, it's a 5-star perfume, because it's not at all. It's very girly and candy-ish and that sort of thing. It's quite mainstream, but, you know, on my skin it works. It wears very lovely. I enjoy it. It's very comforting and relaxing. I can't say I want to wear it every single day, but the odd time I do like to pull this out. And the same kind of goes for Le Petite Robe Noire. I like this a lot in the warmer weather. I think it's quite nice. But smelling the flanker, I wasn't inspired at all. And, you know, I kind of smelt it on the blotter, and I was like, man, it smells almost like a combination of all these put together. Even the last Le Petite Robe Noire, Black Perfecto, that came out, I thought I was going to love it, just looking at the print ads, the media, the marketing, the black bottle, you know, the spikes, the studs on the bottle, the leather patch, the label in the middle. I thought I was going to love it. They really pushed this as leathery, edgy, kind of gave it this rock and roll vibe. And I was really disappointed with Black Perfecto at the end of everything. He was supposed to be rose and leather and almond and, you know, tonka, vanilla, licorice. Kind of an extreme take on the original, but, you know, it just didn't do anything for me. And I tried and I tried and I tried, and I didn't like it at all. I ended up giving it to my mom because she loves Le Petite Robe Noire. I bought her a bottle of this last year for her birthday. She, you know, finished the whole thing. Her birthday was just the other day. I got her another bottle of the EDP. She loves it. I gave her my Black Perfecto. She loves it, and it works on her. You know, I kind of smelled it on her. I was like, wow, it smells so different on you than it does on me. So I'm glad she's gonna get some use out of it. I wasn't a big fan, and I have no problem letting go of it. So there you go. There's like $700 in flankers and reissued perfumes that, you know, didn't really work the first time. And they also kind of released an Aqua Allegoria that nobody really cares about. So there's, let's say, another $100, $800 that you can spend, you know, as a collector. that you feel like you want everything from this brand, it's kind of tough to keep up, considering there's so many other good perfumes that I want from other brands. Like I said in one of my videos before, I'm a fan of perfume. I love perfume, and you know, Guerlain is just kind of, it just kind of falls in a category that it's just a brand that I love. It's a derivative of my love of perfume. So, and I don't really want to, you know, hold myself to having to purchase every single release from this brand, considering there are so many other perfumes out there that I love and I want and I'd love to get. And, you know, I'm able to get by not having to buy these, let's say, crappy flankers or reissues, because that's kind of what they are. They're just kind of like mass marketed, crappy, boring, generic flankers. Even though they are well done, I don't think I need every single Le Petite Robe Noire. And kind of, you know, all this has me thinking, like, what the hell's going on over at Guerlain? This is supposed to be like the world's greatest perfume brand, and they still are, regardless of all the crap that they're releasing. They're one of the oldest, one of the original brands that, you know, they've put out some of the greatest perfumes ever. Like, what is going on over there is a question I ask myself all the time. Like, who is to blame for this? Is it you know, is it Guerlain? Is it Louis Vuitton? Is it Thierry Wasser who's actually making these? Okay, he's taking, obviously, you know, some kind of direction from somebody. Is it marketing? Is it his boss? But kind of, you know, really wish that he'd release something a little bit more challenging or complex or a little bit more serious than just flankers of this stuff. I'd really love to see him let loose and uncuffed. Like, I almost feel like he's handcuffed over there. And I really wish that he'd be able to create perfumes and release them to us without, you know, marketing looking over his shoulder and telling him what to create, or create something mass market, mass produced, mainstream fragrances that are easily accessible in any department store, because it's just become quite boring and redundant. Now, saying that, there are going to be some perfumes from this brand that I'm going to purchase regardless, like the Habit Rouge Dress Code series. Every single year they release a new bottle, and you know, even though I'm never going to finish one in my lifetime, I feel like as a collector I want and I need every single release that comes from this line. So there's obviously going to be stuff like that. Also coming soon, I'm sure you guys have seen, this is the L'Homme Dial collection. So there's 4. You probably remember I smashed my EDT bottle. I have replaced it since. It's just downstairs. A lot of my perfumes are going into storage as we're moving soon. Here is the cologne. The Eau de Parfum came out 3rd, followed by the Sport. So I feel almost by wearing these, my tastes have gone backwards. As much as I love this brand, as much as I was a huge fan of niche perfume, like I loved outrageous perfumes, stinkers, things that smelled like poo or armpits, or, you know, all kinds of outrageous things. I feel like, you know, wearing these, I've dumbed myself down in a perfume sense, but, you know, I do enjoy them. They're kind of a guilty pleasure to me. I find they're a little bit sweet. The Eau de Toilette is, it's a little bit mainstream. I mean, it is well crafted. It's gorgeous. It's beautifully crafted. It's smooth. It wears very well, but it just smells like a lot of other things that you can find, even though it's, you know, miles ahead in craftsmanship. I mean, if it wasn't for the craftsmanship, there's no way I would absolutely wear these, but they do wear very well on me. L'Homme Dial Eau de Parfum. I love this. I like it. I enjoy wearing it, but I feel kind of goofy wearing this just because how sweet it is. You know, the sweetness drives me kind of crazy, but it's a lot of the other nuances that I do enjoy. So I think it's been about 4 years since the first has released. So in 4 years, we've got, you know, 4 different perfumes, all flankers. And soon we're expecting a 5th in L'Homme Idéal Intense, which is supposed to be ultra masculine take on this line. And I'm super excited to smell this and just get my hands on it. It's going to be a for sure purchase, you know, regardless of what it smells like, just because I'm a fan of this this line. So I won't be purchasing everything from now on. There's just way too many other perfumes that I love out there that I would love to have, that that are way more well-deserved to own than, you know, non-inspiring flankers. Anyway, I'm gonna kind of push these off to the side. I have been wearing a lot of the masculine, let's say, classics lately, and I've been enjoying them quite a bit. So I think coming soon, I am going to start reviewing a lot of these classics, which I have yet to touch on. And there's a reason for that, a very good reason. I just, you know, I just, if I'm going to review something like Vetiver or Habit Rouge or Mitsuka, I want to be sure that it's done right. I don't want to miss out on something. I'm just kind of like paranoid that I won't do it justice, but if I wear them enough and get to know them, I'm sure the reviews will come out fine. And that's all I'm really worried about. And that's really the reason I haven't really touched on some of these classics and masterpieces. But I genuinely do have an interest in reviewing these very soon. I'll probably review Vetiver next, even though it's not a love for me. Anyway, just kind of wanted to do this. It's been a while since I've made a video and got to interact with my viewers. So let me know your thoughts on, you know, kind of the direction that Guerlain's headed. What do you think about these flankers, these reissues, especially at, you know, the price point that these Parisians are at? There's, you know, there's a few that I love. There's Louis, Leur Nuit, Mon Précieux Nectar. There's a couple others that I have, but a lot of them are just kind of weak in the sense of solid perfumes that I don't think are worth the money. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think of the Mon Guerlain Florale flanker, the Petite Robe Noire flanker, or even the new flanker expecting from L'Homme Idéal Intense, or anything else that you want to talk about or ask a question about. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to cut this short and we'll see you again soon.